Give me $1 meal. You ready?
Let's go.
$1 meal.
Let's go. Let's go. Hello. Start it up.
This girl thinks that she's fucking the baby.
Let's go. You start it up, dude. You ready, B? Let's go get him. Why Meet the Others podcast? What's this about?
Why are we doing this thing?
Why are we doing this dang thing?
Who the F?
Do we even know what we're doing?
Certainly not.
Oh,
We
no.
just hooked this thing up tonight. We figured out how to use the mics, and now we're recording 10 seconds afterwards. Gives
Word
me
up.
comfort. So
I hear you.
yeah. So anyways, Meet the Others. That's us.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I take my ass so they put me in the stone. Yeah, if I wanna live, put me down low.
Hey,
Yo!
welcome, my friends.
Welcome, guys, to Meet the Others podcast. I'm Anissa B.
And this is Choir Boy Dank.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yee.
Shoo. Boo, boo, boo.
What's popping?
What's up? What's in the cup?
What's in the cup?
What's in the cup?
Classic. I am sipping on some Rain energy drink right now. It's too much, but the white gummy bear is my favorite. What about you, honey?
I have here in this lovely cup. It was actually printed incorrectly, but that's okay. We still love it. If you order them on worldwide.com, they'll be straight, I promise. But anyways, I have Monster, and the Monster that I'm drinking is called Ultraviolet. This thing is the weirdest. But one of my friends, Abby, she bought it for me, and I like the
now
taste.
you're hooked.
I don't feel as shaky when I drink it, and the taste is so random because I feel like this is what violet tastes like.
Oh
guess
no, it's like purple.
Yeah, look, it's purple in my cup.
No, but I'm saying it's tastes like purple.
It tastes like purple now. So, and then besides for that, of course, we have our lovely. What is this? How many ounces is this? I'm gonna say 20 to 32 ounce. Is this
Something like that.
Something like that. Oh, shoot, I don't even know. But we got this thing of jing over here, filled with water,
Keeping the water cold.
staying hydrated.
You gotta stay
H2O.
hydrated.
For you, ho. I mean, come on.
Something like that.
Don't say those things.
Water.
Water. So yeah, that's what we're drinking. But I feel like we're in competition, no?
In competition.
Yeah, our energy drinks.
Is there? I think it's always a competition, right?
I'm not competing with you. I'm talking about with the drinks.
So what's the competition? If you're not competing with me, who's competing?
The brands.
Are they?
I don't
Is there a
know.
big head-to-head? Is this the Sugar Bowl or something?
The energy bowl.
Yo. Yeah, that stuff is amazing, but
So,
terrible all
Probably
at the same
not good
time.
for you.
Yeah.
He drinks energy drinks way more
No, I don't. What?
than I like him to.
No, yeah. Energy drinks.
Energy drinks.
But the thing that really makes it clutch is the Sonic Ice in here.
Oh, yes, we got some Sonic Ice. This thing is like a slush now. I'm not that bad. About to add some nerds in here. Call it a day.
Go to have a diabetic attack.
For real. My ass would. I really would. That's one thing. I don't know. My body does not take sugar well, man. I don't know when the hell that's going to stop, but I'm not diabetic. But when I eat anything with syrup, jelly, anything too sugary, I'm gone. It's not good.
No bueno.
No bueno. No. Gotta stay away from that. The only way that I get somewhat leveled is if you make me prosciutto crackers
With the goat cheese.
with the parmesan.
What is that? There's a certain type of cheese that you put on it.
The brie cheese.
But what's the name of it? Isn't there a specific name?
I don't know the name.
Whatever. You know the name.
Anyways,
what's popping?
what's going on?
What's happening?
Not much. What's going on with you?
We're getting ready to go on a little bit of a road trip.
Yes, we are. Yes,
to
we
the
are.
to the big. Oh, I thought you was gonna fill that in.
Oh no.
To the Big Apple, baby. We're going to the Big Apple.
Oh shoot!
I
Exciting.
know someone from there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so do I. Nah, it'll be good. I'm really excited, honestly, just to see my mom and like to just chill and relax with her mainly, and like also to be able to show like the kids all of our like stomping ground. Not yours.
Mine too. She knows. She can't even say it. She knows what it is.
No, I am excited to show my kids like my stomping grounds of like where mom's from, you know, like it's really important to continue to like show them so that way they can have a little piece of me always, you know?
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I think that it's going to be awesome. I think there's so many things. We're going to run out of time to show them all the stuff.
I know. And for me, I think it's going to be cool to have like all the family together. Oh my God. Like,
yeah.
I mean, not everybody. I wish that everybody could be there, but like just having like my cousin around, my sister, my other brother, like having like my niece, like just having that crazy chaotic situation. It makes me go deep because I'm like, I'm so ready.
Yeah.
It's a lot too because I'm a little bit timid, you know, like, am I really that timid though? Would you say that?
I wouldn't say that.
I'm not timid.
Babe,
what would you call me?
Not timid.
Okay. Well, yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be awesome. I think it'll be a great time. I'm excited to go see the museums.
Yes.
Go hit up multiple boroughs, Manhattan, maybe a little bit of the Bronx, Brooklyn.
Maybe I don't know if we'll go to Queens, but you know, you never know.
Yeah, we may. Yeah.
I know that I have some family
Jersey.
in Staten Island that would love to see me too, and so maybe, you know, I'll hit them up, see what they're doing, and yeah, New Jersey. We have to go to New Jersey, try to make it to Jersey for sure. Maybe see our homies over in Jersey.
Right.
Yeah, it would be really, really good. I'm really excited.
We gotta hit up Harlem.
Oh shoot.
We gotta at least just, you know, show the kids my stomping grounds.
Oh.
What?
They're not your stomping grounds.
I mean, I stomped around a lot in Harlem.
You did. That is true. I mean, we're definitely, like I told little man, I said,
that's where little man was born.
I know. I told him that we were gonna walk through the park of Central Park, and like, you know, I want to show them how the parks that I'm from were, because my parks are better. Sorry. No,
wow.
no, not that they're better.
I didn't know that we was in competition. Thought that we said that we was not in competition.
All right, I take that back. I apologize. Listen, my words sometimes come out incorrectly. Can I have another chance?
They're very hurtful, honestly.
All right, my bad. My parks, I have a
Central
lot more parks.
Yeah.
And Central Park, honestly,
Is
no
the
matter
GOAT
where
park.
you go, for me, like when I go to like Van Cortlandt Park or Central Park is the winner. Or I always go between though Riverside Park and Central Park, because Central Park is a place where I used to always go with my mom and like my aunt when I was a kid. And then like Riverside Park is like where I went with my dad. And it was always like really beautiful because it was next to the water. And it was like this one strip of like just park. But the difference of Central Park is it's a lot larger than even Riverside Park. I mean,
Central Park is really the greatest park.
It really
It's
is.
the one.
I'm hoping and praying the weather's nice enough that we can like take them on the carousel. Maybe. I want to like
which one is that? Where's the carousel at?
in Central Park.
Huh.
I want to take them on the playground where the rocks were like so large that like we really shouldn't have been climbing on them.
Yeah.
But we did, and they were like behind the concrete playground. Remember the concrete playground with the when it was summertime? Oh wait, that's not. Now you're stomping grounds. You wouldn't know those things.
No, but I know about the carousel in Brooklyn.
Carousel in Brooklyn?
Yeah, the one right by the water.
Oh yes. What was that called? Dumbo?
It's right by Dumbo. It's
yes, we should do that.
You can see the bridge right there.
Mm-hmm.
That joint. They would love that place.
Yes. But there's the other place. I think you went with us before.
Probably, I'm sure.
Zeke, yeah, in the summertime. Like it was a park with like there was a sandcastle with concrete stuff, and then there was another.
Did they have fountains at it?
Yes, it was like
it
was like all over. Yeah, so they have to go there. Too bad it's not summertime because if it was, that's what would be happening over there.
Summertime. Yo, speaking of, we watched the Chris Rock thing.
Oh man,
the Chris Rock was going ham.
Yes,
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
the live Netflix special talking about getting smacked up by Will a little bit.
He made such light of it.
It was just like at the end a little, and
I think that shows like true like maturity, like when we can like as humans, like instead of us being like I got smacked up, he's like kind of like not being too immature about it. He's like, hey, it hurt, it still fucking hurts.
Yeah, he kind of addressed it a little bit and then was like, oh well, I'm not gonna go on every talk show and tell my story like and I thought that was commendable, right?
Yes,
so
for sure.
Yeah, but that was funny. But yeah, speaking of the summer, he's like, I still have summertime ringing in my ear. I thought that was funny.
I thought it was kind of funny. Like I kept giggling every time, but like when he would say, oh, the rapper.
I don't want another rapper mad at me.
And I'm like, yo, like, yes, Will Smith is a rapper for sure. But like he's an actor. He's like a really talented actor.
He's more of an actor than a rapper at this point.
Right. At this point, when he's like, that's like he's just done so much great.
He's come from the rap world, but his real foundation at this point is in acting rather than music. But he's definitely had a lot of success in music.
That's true.
Big Willie
I guess
Styles.
I was very young too. Like maybe I was too young to really like put that together. You know, like that's like we don't think of. Do we think of Drake as an actor at this point?
No,
he's a rapper.
At all. Not at all.
Exactly. So it's kind of the same thing, like with Will, except it's just
it's the flip flopper.
It's the flip flopper.
Yeah. But I think that's one thing that he really kind of like, at least in my mind, he set that up, that he was rooting for Will Smith since he saw him open. He saw Will Smith open up for Run DMC as a rapper.
Yeah.
So I think that it just kind of like in Chris Rock's mind, he's a rapper.
Oh, I see how that could be. Yes.
You know what I mean? Because he isn't from, he's like a little old, he's an old school Chris Rock. So
yeah. Speaking of like, yeah, Chris Rock looked different. He didn't look the same, but he is getting older, and he doesn't look bad for his age either. Like he looked pretty put together. Yeah, like I was like, oh shoot. I thought that was a very cool live Netflix live performance.
I mean, you could tell they put a lot of juice behind that.
Hell yeah.
First time live Netflix thing.
And I like that it was like a whole year before he said anything, really.
Yeah, I think that there's value in that.
You gotta be a tough ass human being, because I get smacked up. I'm gonna want to talk about it. I'm gonna want revenge, or I'm gonna want to talk about it. I'm gonna want to put it out there, because that's just gonna be like my reaction. And he like kind of waited it out until now. And it's like, I felt like the way it was delivered was good. Maybe that's why it was taking this long. Like,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of value in that, and I really respect that. I think that I try to act like that, but I think that he did the right thing. Like he had a possible moment
right.
that everybody would have wanted him on their talk show
Yep.
to talk about this, that, and the third, and he waited and he turned it into a legitimate Netflix special that focused on his comedy.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really what you got to do in those situations. Okay, Will Smith slapped me around in a way that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm not just going to turn into the victim that's reacting to this situation.
Right, right.
I can say some jokes about it because I'm a funny comedian, but yeah, and I think that there was value in it. I mean, I thought it was crazy how many people that they had kind of supporting that thing and hyping it up. Like they had like Steve, who did they have? Steve Martin? No, it was Martin Short, and no, it wasn't Martin Short. Who was it? I don't know. They had two white guys. Oh, it was Dana Carvey
and
the guy that always played Ross Perot on Saturday Night Live, but I forget his name right now. But it was good.
I guess comment down below if you know who he's talking about.
You watched it, yeah.
Who was it? Who did he play?
And then they had JB Smoove. They just had a bunch of.
Who did he play? The white guy.
He played Ross Perot on Saturday Night Live. He did.
So there you go.
He was an old Saturday Night Live player that was
a bunch of Saturday Night Live. Even the female, like, remember that one chick that they were like, what was the whole thing that she was saying that he like kind of pushed her? Like if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't even be on stage today.
Yeah, she was basically saying, funny enough, she always wanted him to put her on, like put me on,
and then Chris. Like they gave her one shitty show, and this was like her shot for like a shitty show or something.
No, not even.
She didn't want to do it though. She didn't want to do something.
She wanted. Okay, like Chris Rock kind of had his inroads on like doing like comedy, right? And like kind of had like some stuff going and shows and things like that. And she always wanted him to put her on. She'd be like, put me on, whatever. And he's like, you're not ready. And then he put her on to be on as someone on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, but she didn't want it though.
She didn't want it because she felt like it's different. This is sketch comedy. This isn't like being a comedian. This isn't my bits. This is like kind of.
I just know that like for me, I was just like, I thought it was just cool. Like I forgot the whole story behind it, but yeah, I thought it was just cool that like she was like, yeah, well, and if it wasn't for him, what did he say though? What was the word that he said to her? Like, I forgot, but he said something to her, and then like she kind of took that word and like ran with it and became successful.
Yeah,
as a comedian, basically. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you guys got to check out. What's it called? We caught it on live. Like we turned on Netflix and it was like live, and we just pressed sure. So we can't even remember, but it's the Chris Rock.
It was something outrage. I think it was like Selective
Outrage. Maybe.
Something like that.
It could have easily been that, since that was like the super duper topic.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
So
that was one of the things that we kind of was watching and was like, you guys definitely have to watch. We'll put down the name in the description. Sorry, we just put it on. We normally don't watch TV, so when we do, it's like we get a little deep into it. So sorry if we're like spoiling the whole entire live. The comedy skit. We're over here like, and then he said, no.
Hopefully there's not too many spoilers. I mean, there's a decent amount of other things going on.
Yeah, just watch it, guys. Stop before we tell you everything.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think that would be super cool to do, at least show the kids when we do go to New York, the Comedy Cellar and things like that, because that was something that we always enjoyed. We
did. We had fun doing those
stand-up stuff.
Yes, we used to do that a lot in New York. We explored New York quite a bit. Like when it was just you and I, like, and we had Zeke, and he was older, it was like easy to like explore little shops, little places to eat at. Like,
Yeah.
it was really fun, and it'll be good to kind of like reconnect, even though we'll have our littles with us, so it'll be a little limited.
Yeah, but
We'll
it'll be
s-
cool to see their kind of reactions and
Yeah.
how they kind of respond to things, because they always really love the nostalgia stuff, right?
Yes,
Like
yes.
they'll be like, "Oh, did you watch this show as a kid?"
I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah. So like I think that they'll get into that. It goes to MoMA and different things like that.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
So
I'm excited. Very exciting, very exciting. But I wanted to also come on here and talk about that person that you were telling me about.
yeah, I went into my Discord, my our Discord really, but I'm really in there more than Anissa is right now. But we're gonna change that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Otherworld Discord, we'll throw a link in the description as well for that.
Okay.
And I said, hey, what do you guys want me to talk about on the podcast this week? And Michael Guy hit me up and said, I want to get a little behind the scenes on like, what's your process on making music? What
Mhm.
is, how do you put together beats and stuff like that? And I do want to kind of start bringing a little bit more of that into the podcast, right?
Mhm.
And, maybe for our video watchers on YouTube and stuff like that, show them
Yes.
some of the stuff behind the scenes. Maybe we can even bring my computer up and kind of hook it up and do some screenshots and stuff like that.
Okay.
But my main thing to get started is you got to get some sort of computer workstation. I mean, nowadays everything's on computers. That's the
Mhm.
way to do it. I mean, you're not doing it to a 4-track recorder or anything like that.
Mhm.
So my suggestion is start with something like GarageBand or Logic. That's what I use. If you're on a PC, maybe just do Fruity Loops. All of those programs would be the way to get started. And I use Logic, and soon I want to start giving out a lot of game when it comes to that stuff, because I think that I have a lot of experience to share and offer. And if you guys don't have a workstation or anything like that, hop in my Discord, hit me up, friend me, go to Otherworld Discord or even Messenger, and I could send you the link to the Discord, and I could share it for you guys so you guys get started. But yeah, that's what I do. And there's a bunch of sounds in there that comes with a bunch of drum machines.
Yeah.
I
mean, do you have
piano.
to start with, would you say to the viewers and listeners, like, if I wanted to start up right now, do I need to have like a certain keyboard? Do I need to have certain speakers? Like, what are the necessities, would you say, to start up? Today, I'm going to start doing music. What do I need?
All you
to
need
start
is
up?
a computer.
Just a computer
I think that's all you really need
to start up, and then
start
to
off,
grow.
to
little by
grow.
little.
Then I mean, we could start doing suggestions and give links and stuff like that. But I mean, really, to get started, all you really need is a computer and a DAW, which is like your GarageBand, your Logic, your Fruity Loops. I mean, even there's Ableton or different things like that. My favorite is Logic though, and yeah, that's all you need. Get that. You could even start on your little wired iPod headphones or just anything just to get started. If you're recording your voice, you definitely want to have it going through headphones and using some sort of mic.
And have a little bit of like noise canceller wherever you're trying to. I mean, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're just starting out, so you start out however you start out, right?
Yeah, you start out wherever you start out. I mean, if you're recording your voice, you want to kind of be in an enclosed area so you don't get a bunch of echoes from the room. But other than that, you just want to get started.
And what program would you say is like the more like friendlier one for someone who doesn't have any idea about, Logic and stuff, or Fruity Loop? Like, which one? Fruity Loop would only be for PCs, right?
Fruity Loops is a PC program. I mean, there is ways to run it on the Mac, but
you don't need to if you got these other two options, right?
Yeah, if I had GarageBand on my Mac, which all Macs come with GarageBand, I would just start with that.
Okay.
I think that there's so many stock instruments that are great. Like they have pianos, they have organs, they have every drum you can imagine, and you can kind of get started on that. If you don't have anything and you're on a PC, I think Fruity Loops is the right way. I mean, there's so many amazing hit records that people have made on Fruity Loops and GarageBand and Logic that I mean, you got people like Billie Eilish working on GarageBand and Logic, and then you got people like every hip hop producer on the planet works in Fruity Loops. So yeah, either one of those would be viable options.
Cool.
To get started.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you have any other questions about that type of stuff, throw them in the comments of anything. The YouTube, send them in the Discord if you're in there. If you're in the Discord, I can kind of get a little bit more specific and help you out more.
And if you guys just keep watching, we'll give little, tricks and like tips and things like that. We do have a lot of other things going on in our lives, so we won't be able to like fully
dedicate the whole podcast to that every single time,
but we want to definitely give out some gems, throw some little golden nuggets from time to time here and there.
Yeah, and we may even just drop it in as a segment, as like a piece of it. Hey, if you're asking questions or whatever, I want to talk to this person that had this certain question, and we'll address that as part of the podcast. So
and not only does it have to do with music, if it's something with like Photoshop, because he's really good at doing a lot of Photoshop stuff and just
creation,
like
any sort of creation stuff.
Any creations, makeup, anything like that. Like we want to try and like start to help other world grow, for all of us grow as a community, so that way like we can build
other world together,
build some towers in our world,
let's do it.
Yes, but we'll put that link in the description for your suggestions on how to start. Is basically downloading some type of software start recording, and then that's the first step. So like play around with that, get to know that, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, and if you come across any roadblocks about like, hey, why can't I hear my voice, or why can't I come up with a decent drum beat, we can dive into those in the next episodes, and we'll work it out
for sure. Thank you for requesting.
Yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
We like that for sure. We love stuff like that. We're all about it. So
yeah, thank you, man.
Thank you, guys. I think we are going.
That's it for this episode.
I'm thinking that's it. I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's do it.
You ready to go?
I'm ready to get on the road.
Let's get going.
Let's do it. Okay. Till next time, follow us on everything.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Meet the Others Podcast, Choir Boy Dank on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud. We're everywhere. Anissa Be Strong on Instagram, Facebook. You'll find us. If you see those faces, then you know what it is. It's Meet the Others Podcast, guys.
Let's go.
Why Meet the Others Podcast? What's this about?
Why are we doing this thing?
Why are we doing this dang thing?
Who the F?
Do we even know what we're doing?
Certainly not.
Oh,
we just hooked this thing up tonight. We figured out how to use the mics, and now we're recording 10 seconds afterwards. Gives me comfort. So
I hear you.
Yeah. So anyways, Meet the Others. That's us.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I turn the ass, so they put my name in stone. Live how I wanna live, 'cause we die alone.